They thought
that's correct.
Right.
That is right, but wait a minute. That goes back to our discussion of clever and smart. The clever people know how to manipulate the good people, the naive people, like your children. They manipulate liberals, most of whom are actually decent people who want to get along with everybody and want to do the right thing. They don't even understand what's going on around them.
That was shrug books for Christmas. I didn't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. If Barney Frank is able to steal TARP money from taxpayers when he's required by law to spend TARP profits, to send TARP profits back to the Treasury before they can be spent, and he's going to go around that law already, why is he not taken away in handcuffs?
I got to say this. I sent my smarter relatives maximum immunity.
I wouldn't. Oh, I see. You want to keep them alive, huh?
I had hope for. I sent my.
Hey, Ed, let me ask you. You live in Phoenix, Arizona. I see that according to the Telos prompter. Is Phoenix today still a very popular destination amongst folks who are witness protection?
Yeah. That's a little side.
Well, why do they like Phoenix? Why is Phoenix such a destination for witness protection people? Why? What's there?
Here's the thing, Mike. You saw The Perfect Storm. I used to know those guys. I fished with those guys. I walked over their boat. I drank with them at the Crow's Nest in the same place. I'm a commercial fisherman. I used to be a captain.
Oh, so you went out on the one-way Sicilian boat rides, the one-way rides.
Yeah, the Sicilian. Yeah, well, 2 in the hat. 2 in the hat. That's what
all right, so what happened?
Well, I got into a car accident and I got paralyzed, and I ended up. My aunt lives out here, and she says, this is the place everybody goes to heal.
Wait. Now you got me confused. Where were you when you had the accident? What city?
Oh, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Oh, you're originally from Ted Kennedy's backyard.
In New Bedford. Yeah.
Oh, you're in an old whaler. You were originally from an old whaling town.
I used to work security in 1978, and I got a story about Barney Frank, too.
I don't want to hear it. Really, this is a family show, Ed. We can't go there. We're in the end of times when a man of that low caliber has such power over the financial reins of America.
I know it.
Let me ask you something. One last question, in your impression, because you're a realist. Let us say that Barney Frank was put in jail for what he's been doing, found guilty in jail, and he comes out after 2 years, and he's stripped of his pension. He has to make a living. What job would Barney Frank be qualified for, given that he's never worked for a living in his life? He's always been a politician. What could he actually do?
I see him slobbering as a shoe salesman, fitting shoes on fat ladies.
Oh, you're bad. Because the minute you say shoe salesman, we all get an image of a guy on his kneeling down in a shoe store looking upwards, correct?
Yeah, that's it. And being disgusted at the women.
No, we can't go there. We're not in the bar right now, Ed.
All right. Okay.
So wait a minute. Wait. You got my attention here. It's a relaxed show today, Ed. You got in an accident. You used to drink with these guys in Massachusetts.
That's right. In Gloucester. That's where we docked. We docked in Gloucester.
But I was asking you. You came out to Phoenix, and Phoenix is a big one-way destination for people who are hiding. It used to be. But why would anyone want to go to Phoenix? I'm trying to figure out.
Right. It's like the death knell, right? Okay, thanks for that, Mike. No.
I didn't mean exactly that way. Although I'm implying it. It's hot. You got desert. There's no water there. What's there for a person?
You know something, Mike? You got to look at it.
Here, let me break it down for you. My mother, may she rest in peace. I told the story 100 times on the show. In the last years, no matter what I would say to her, I wrote a book, I had another child, whatever. She'd say, "That's nice. The Chinese food was no good last night." She was always giving me So at the end, I used to get really pissed at her till I realized there was wisdom in it. At the end of your life, all you care about is whether the Chinese or Italian is any good. Which brings me back to Phoenix. Can you get a decent Italian meal in Phoenix?
I remember the conversations with your mother, Mike. I remember.
Oh, God bless. No, but really, can you get it? Chinese you can't get in Phoenix.
You can't get nothing. You can't get nothing.
You got Arby's. You got IHOP.
You were talking about Florida, and Florida is the absolute worst, if you ask me.
Oh, my God. It's but in Arizona, if you ask for, like, chicken chow mein, you're getting rattlesnake chow mein.
No, steak, Mike, here, steak. Beef.
That's what you can get beef? Where's it come from?
You can get a good steak here.
You can?
That's an axiom. Yeah, you know.
Thank God. Yeah, the Arizona. What was that state called? I used to read Arizona Highways when I was living in New York and dream of going there. I ran out of time, my friend. Have a good day. I'll be back.
Savage in the morning, Armstrong and Getty at night. Roger Hedgecock on the drive home? No problem. Personalize your radio. 910KNEW.com podcast.
Is everybody off in the media? No one's on. I think they're all away somewhere. Where do they all go? Is there some place that all talk shows go to that I'm missing? Where they all go to some Clavin somewhere or convention or whatever? Martha's Vineyard with all of the politicians they claim they bash. If we find out that a certain somebody who likes to, let's say, travel in political circles was in Martha's Vineyard, you'll know already it's over. The puppeteers have gotten everybody. British didn't consult U.S. on Michael Savage exclusion. This looks like a cover-up to Michael Savage. So I just want to give you an update. If you've supported the Savage Legal Fund, which many of you have done, I got a letter from my lawyers today, and let's see, what can I tell you that you should know? What should I say? I don't think carefully sometimes. This is the difference between clever and smart. I'm not clever or smart when it comes to certain things. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little too open in some ways. And, I can tell you this much, that I can't tell you anything. That much I can tell you. That I just figured out. Caught that one. On the right side of michaelsavage.com is a real good book. Even far-left lunatic reporter says Obama controlling press more than Richard Nixon. You got to read it. Let's go to a quick call. Mike in Florida. I have a minute. Go ahead, please.
Very high privilege and an honor to talk to you, sir. First of all, Mr. Mike, when I first listened to you, which was like a month ago, I couldn't stand you. I'm like, man, this guy's like rabid. But I listened to you, and I said, man, he's making sense, and now I feel like you're my family. First of all, I'm from where you're from. I do.
But Mike, wait a minute. Mike, hold on. What do you mean by rabid? You mean I'm emotional and I actually believe what I say?
I didn't mean it in a bad way. No.
No, I understand. I don't take it negatively. I mean, as long as you don't say I have rabies, I take it. But rabid usually means someone who's a mad dog in that sense. But what you really mean is I'm passionate.
Very passionate, and I didn't understand that when I first heard you. But then
right, because you're used to a quiet, laconic voice. That's how the politicians gull the snake.
Savage. The Savage Nation.
Takes the news and tears it apart and puts it back together in a way that I can understand it.
Talk 910 KNEW.
So we have a brilliant rhetorician or puppeteer-in-chief saying nothing about Korea firing rockets, about U.S. soldier capture in Iraq. Instead, he comments on Michael Jackson, and we know finally what we got. And we got a president who grew up not on the classics, but on Michael Jackson. Now you understand the whole story. You don't need to know anymore. There's some good stories on michaelsavage.com that maybe you'll get to. Many of you don't go to the Internet for your news. You listen to radio, and that's fine, whatever. This is the primary thing. It's July 4th weekend. They got the fireworks. No one knows what they're for. No one knows what they celebrate. No one knows what they symbolize. But the important thing is that you go and you get the fireworks, the hot dog, the dyspepsia, whatever. But whatever you do, don't teach your children that it's Independence Day, and it means independence from the evil UK. Don't teach them it's independence from the oppressive, authoritarian British government that July 4th celebrates. No. Now you say, well, I got an axe to grind with the UK. You're darn right I do. Oh, yeah, I got an axe to grind. Many of you would cancel summer trips to England. One listener canceled a $10 million worth of goods that he was going to buy for his factory from the UK. And I'm not suggesting you do or you don't do that, because one day my name will be taken off that list, and they will apologize to me because I didn't belong on the list with murderers. But till that day comes, you make your own decision. That's all. I can't believe that even the aging leftists like Helen Thomas, who harangued Bush, poor Bush, for 8 years, attacked President Obama's spokesmouth, Gibbs, and said that even Nixon didn't try to do what you're trying to do to us. It's amazing that you're only answering carefully screened questions. You have fake town hall meetings. We have that whole sound thing. Do we worth play any of that? Yeah, just play at the beginning. Clip 1. Start it.
The concept of a town hall, I think, is to have an open public forum. And this sounds like a very tightly controlled audience and list of questions. Why do it that way?
How about we do this? How about you can ask me that question tomorrow based on what questions were asked rather than pre-selecting your question based on something that may or may not come through.
Why pre-select? Why not just open it up to people and allow any question to come in?
Well, Chip, I think if you get on your computer from your email address, have you sent in your question?
I think that would be inappropriate. This was for the public.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Are you not a member of the public?
Well, I think if you were going to allow questions from the press, you'd have us in a prominent position over there and allow us to ask questions.